Hi, boys and girls. Okay, I'm going to show you now some resources that you're going to be using quite extensively in the rest of the unit. So, the first thing I'm going to do is take you to the ICS library homepage. So, I will put this in the Google Classroom link as well, just so that you are familiar. But it's icslibraries.follett.destiny.com. And again, the link will be in your Google Classroom. Sometimes when I go to this link, I have to click the school, but brings me to where I need to be. All right. So, if you have been here for a while, this probably looks pretty familiar. And you know that this is also where you can go to search for books that are in our library. Um, but for right now, I want to use the Destiny collection. So, looking at the resources here, I'm going to the middle and high school, and the very first icon is the Follett Destiny with this tree. So, I'm going to open this. Some of you might remember using this last year during exhibition. It's going to open a new tab. Before we do anything on this tab, I just want to remind you to go back here. If this is not already bookmarked, you're going to want to do so now. You can see mine's bookmarked, and it was actually done by the school for the teacher account, but it's under the ICS little folder here. So there's a few different websites from ICS that as a teacher I need to get to, but you can very easily make a library folder or put it up in your bookmarks bar. We've already talked about that in advisory, so that should not be new for you. But if it's not bookmarked, go ahead and bookmark it now. Okay, so looking over here, this might be new to some of you, but we did use this in grade 5. So there's a lot of different learning resources here that at some point or another you will find you need all of these, or mostly close to all of them. But I'm not looking for any books or anything right now. If you want to scroll this on your own time, you're welcome to. But what I want to get to is right here in the center part of the top menu bar. I want to hit collections. So I'm going to open collections. And what this is a list of resources put together by Miss Legita, our librarian, and your teachers. You'll see here, I'm actually not 100% sure what your screen will look like. Since I'm a teacher, I have access to lots of these. Yours may only show ones for your grade level. I don't know right now, but if it does show more, that's fine. We just need to make sure we choose the right one. So you can see there's some featured ones, but there's 98 public collections. So I'm looking and seeing only, like, this is a grade 3 one, an EY4, EY3. Those aren't relevant to us in grade 6. So I'm going to click see all. I could search, or I could filter over here, but I don't really need to. I could filter by grade level, but there's not too many to look for. I know ours happens to be close to the top. So if I scroll down, you're going to see one grade 6 social studies civilization. So I'm going to click and open this one. You'll find soon in your Google Classroom that you have an assignment in here using this Destiny Discover collection. So you need to listen now to see if you can't find a few helpful hints for how to navigate. So the first thing you'll see kind of a little summary of what's included, the grade level it applies to, and the subject area. And then you're just going to see lots and lots and lots of resources linked here. There's everything from articles to websites to videos. There's just anything that we think might be relevant to you and your learning, we've added here. So we will keep adding and making changes to this. This is just what the collection looks like today, Tuesday, October 26th. So I'm going to scroll back to the top. I could scroll all the way to the bottom, and you can see there are quite a number of resources. And I want to show you two things. Right now, there's different views you can have. So right now, I have this scattered view. To be honest, this is nothing for Miss Jones. I like it a bit more organized. So I'm going to click List View, and you can see it puts all of the name, title of the resource, the type of resource it is, and then I can even click the little information icon and it will give me a little synopsis. And it will go through all of them that way. So if you don't want to necessarily open every single item, like, what is this? What am I even looking at here? Is this relevant to me? Oh, okay. I can see I'm going to read a little bit here. Okay. It looks like this one that I just opened, the Akkadian period, was, where did I open that one? It might have been this web page here. Nope, that's a different one. Oh, there it is. So it was a web page. Okay. And then if I hit the three little ellipses, I'm not sure where I want to copy this to, but this looks like if you're a teacher. So might not give you that option, might only give that for Miss Jones. Okay. So they're organized in a bit of a better system for Miss Jones, but there's still a lot of them. There's so many resources that have been put together. So I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to click this icon here that has the drop down menu that's showing here from the text. This is actually how I sort and filter these results. So I could put them by the most recent, and I'm not sure whether that's updated. I'm sure it's most recent that has been added to the list. I could do them by title from A to Z or Z to A. I could do them by material type. One thing I might want to do here is put in the search bar a keyword that I'm looking for. So maybe I'm starting pretty broad, but I know I want to narrow down which resources are for China. So I'm going to put that here and I'm going to hit search. And you can see the number drops drastically. So these are the number of resources for China. Still a lot, but it's much more manageable. There's a few other ways to work through here. Say I don't want to, I'm just thinking, okay, I only want to look at articles. So I'm going to change my material type and you can see, I just want to see these articles. Okay. So there's 15, there's no activities, there's no assessments, there's no audios, but there's 15 articles. Okay. So I'm going to click that one and then view my results. Now I can see, okay, these might be articles that I want to look at. So here's one about the Maya civilization. So that's one way to filter. I have some keywords down here to filter your results to get a better picture. And then I could even go so far as to, okay, I know I've already changed it to um, only articles. And then maybe I want to filter just for Maya articles. And you can see I'm down to two. So it helps a lot to be really prepared and know how to filter these results. You learn most from playing around with it. So you're going to get in here today for your Google Classroom assignment, but make sure you bookmark this and become really familiar with how to navigate through these resources.